Hello Libra. We are going to do your September 2018 reading. Going to start out with some astrology. You have Venus going into Libra on the 8th. With Venus going into your own sign, it is going to encourage you to love yourself, to be nicer to yourself, to be your own best friend. We also have a new moon on the 9th. This is going to bring about a new cycle, a new romance perhaps, one that you've kind of been working your way towards. We have a full moon in Aries on the 24th. Again, this is on love and opportunities with regards to relationships and friendships. One nice reprieve you are going to get is from Saturn going direct. It's going to give you that feeling of being able to take a deep breath. You guys have had so much going on with family lately. Not just little quarrels between siblings or whatever, but some serious legit events have been going on in your family life. They have left you with all of these extra responsibilities. With Saturn going direct, that is going to soften that feeling of an elephant on your chest or carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. Last but not least, there is kind of like Chiron, and how Chiron is more of a dwarf planet or an asteroid. There is this dwarf planet called Ceres. She just so happens to be taking a stroll through your sign this month, helping you to see all of the blessings in disguise related to your past heartbreaks. And I think this is going to be a very good reminder that everything happens for a reason. You are who you are because of the experiences you've went through. When we have heartbreak, when we have people letting us down or things not go exactly how we thought they were going to, we are able to appreciate the qualities in our next relationship so much more. With Ceres coming into your sign, she also brings a boatload of new opportunities. Libra, dust off those Otis Redding or Buck Cherry records and get prepared to experience some nurturing and some loving. We are going to start the reading out with your general advice and guidance. First card is Ultimate Potential. By living your life to the fullest potential, you will automatically be drawn towards experiences and people that support your growth, your accomplishments. When you realize that you have been able to choose the people who surround you, that you have the ability to weed out those who don't support your ultimate potential, why would you choose anything else? If you had the choice of sitting around a whole bunch of negative Nancy individuals or choosing to sit with the fun table at the wedding party, why wouldn't you go towards the ones you jive with? Choosing the people who are part of your tribe, choosing those people that surround you, directly affects the outcome of whatever journey you happen to be on at that time. So choose your tribe wisely. Next card is Don't Take It Personally. Fact is fact, and we all have those days where we could legit cuss out a nut or snap at that one person who seems like they couldn't possibly have an unkind bone in their body. This card reminds you sometimes people need someone to simply take out their frustrations on. They need a perfect outlet that isn't directly related to their home or work life. And so if you are the chosen one throughout the month of September, don't take it personally. Let it roll off your back and keep on moving forward. Finishing out your general guidance, we have no need to do. Libra, you are exactly where you are meant to be within your life's journey. You are surrounded by those who you were meant to cross paths with. Understand that there will always be projects around the house. There's always going to be chores. But in terms of your journey through this crazy thing we call life, you're right on track. So throw your feet up. Take a much needed, well-deserved break. Moving into spirit guides. This month they have 3 cards for you. Gathering your tribe. This card is absolutely perfect for the continuity throughout your entire reading. This month there's so much focus on how much love you deserve, how much love there is in your life available to you. And with this Gathering Your Tribe card, it reminds you that you are lovable. You deserve to be loved. And you deserve to be loved without conditions. You can relax knowing that you have sustenance and so much good flowing to you. So speak your truth. Communicate from your heart. Your people, your tribe, your clan, those are people who you resonate with on a soul level. You deserve to get what you want from life, but you need to be willing to ask for the things that you want in order to get them. When you find your people, cherish them. If you find yourself surrounded by people who provoke negative feelings, you haven't found your tribe. And with your vibe attracting your tribe, you may want to take a good look in the mirror. What do you need to fix? What is it that you need to alter or maybe repair? Next card is Prayer Feather. Again, love is flowing to you. Gather your inner forces so that you can love deeply and love fully. Love with every ounce of your being. This is your time to love and be loved. Just as the wind carries the bird in flight through the use of their feathers and the ability to soar. When prayers are placed on feathers, such as those in the picture, they are left to hang on a branch. And the concept is that the wind carries your prayers to those who will help it come into fruition. Your angels, guides, whomever it is that you send out your wishes and desires and prayers to, have heard your request. And within the realms of divine timing, it's going to happen. Spirit Keeper of the East. New beginnings. A fresh cycle is occurring in your life. Hello, new moon on the 9th, right? Clear out the past in order to wipe the slate clean. When this card makes its way into your reading, it's just as the picture depicts. The sun is setting on an old cycle. What happens after the sun sets? It brings darkness. What illuminates darkness? The moon. So why is that important? That is important because most of our heartaches, most of our wounds, most of our flaws are found buried deep in the dark crevices where they can easily be hidden you need to allow the moon to bring light to those areas. Really assess what it is that you have going on. Once you're able to process and understand all of those wounds, you are able to let them go. And when the light is able to uncover what it is that you've been hiding in the shadows, and those are released, you have that clean slate, and you are ready for what comes in the morning, the new sunrise, the new cycle, the new relationship, the new phase in your life. Next, we will go into your finance. 2 cards, Justice and Queen of Wands. With the Justice card. So, Libra, where have you been at a higher percentage of your time in the past 3 months? At home or at work? Exactly. Lately, you have been diving headfirst, full steam ahead, in regards to your career. And this card is here to be your eye-opener, to help you understand that balance between work and personal life is a necessity. Balance is needed in order to thrive, no matter which world we are talking about. While all things in your life are a direct result of either karma or your own actions, this is the time that you can look at each situation and be level-headed about this. Be realistic. Are you dedicating the time needed to have a healthy home? Are you putting in the effort needed at your work? If any of you are chasing after a promotion or a new job opportunity, make sure that you are focused. Make sure that you are not letting your personal life interfere. If it requires training or studying or preparation of any kind, then put in some legit, true effort and find your balance. Because where there is balance, there is success. Then you have the Queen of Wands. She is here to let you know that all of your hard work and your dedication has definitely allowed you to get a lot accomplished. Quite frankly, you have gotten a serious amount accomplished in a very short amount of time. Embrace your accomplishments. Be thankful to those people in your life who act as your cheerleader. Acknowledge those around you who have been encouraging you to go after your goals, chase your dreams. Those cheerleaders aren't always found within the workplace or at home. Sometimes it's a mixture of both, and when it is that mixture of both, you have a nice balance. If you find that you are distant from coworkers, why? If you find that you are having troubles at home, why? It's so easy to say X, Y, and Z is happening to me. But really, you need to ask yourself, what is the universe trying to show me? What is the lesson I am supposed to be learning that I am turning a blind eye towards? Sometimes even Ray Charles could see the lesson that the universe is trying to teach you. But because you are so beautifully stubborn, you don't allow those lessons to be explained, no matter which language they try. Overall, for your guys' work, career, and finance section, you guys have exceptionally good cards. I mean, you are right where you need to be. You are capable of doing what is needed of you. And chances are you are probably highly respected at work. Those are all things that should not be taken lightly or pushed aside or sloughed off. Acknowledge those things. Kind of like Venus going into your sign. Be your own best friend. Buy yourself a good fucking job cookie. Do something, but acknowledge that you guys have been rocking it out. Then we take a nice little stroll on a sandy beach down to your love and romantic relationships. We have Angel of Miracles. Would you look at that? Just look at it. It might be easy for signs and synchronicities to go unnoticed at first. You know, you can come up with an excuse or you can try and justify something. But Libra, there comes a point when you have to acknowledge how blessed you are and how endless your list of opportunities is. Know that your desire to live a life full of love and stability, commitment, with your best friend by your side, have all been heard by your angels, by your guides, and again, by whoever it is that you send out your prayers and your dreams and your desires to. I am going to throw in a little disclaimer. If you are in the market for making a little mini-me, congrats. You see what's floating on her wings there, that little baby there. You know how those are made. So if you are trying to make one, congrats. If not, well, I would suggest you probably take the required actions to prevent that. And then we move into self-reliance. Being the sign who is supposed to be the sign of balance, more times than not, I think you guys push your own needs aside. And you focus so much on making others happy that you become this passive person. And with this card showing up in your love and romantic relationships, it's saying that you need to put those passive tendencies aside because you have wants and needs and desires. And you deserve to make those known and then to receive that list of things that you want or need or desire when it comes to love and relationships. In all reality, Libra, a relationship can only be healthy if there is an even energy exchange that takes place. If there is a healthy give and take. So trust yourself. Trust your judgment. Your best protection, your best form of support is going to be through the use of your own spine. Stand tall. Be confident in knowing that what you are asking for is not far-fetched. And it is well-deserved. You are allowed to be respected. That's not something that is unheard of. You are certainly able to voice your concerns or your ideas. When you become the person who is the people pleaser, you essentially have the house with the best landscaping and the most fucked up relationship within those four walls of that house. Make the outside match the inside. To finish out your guys' reading, you have an animal spirit totem brought to you by the deer. Oh, the deer. A female deer. No matter who you are or what you've accomplished, we can all be very, very hard on ourselves. Like, we can all be just straight up assholes to ourselves. And most often, we are our own worst critic. We are our own enemy. And we question our abilities. We minimize our confidence. By doing so, you are disrespecting yourself. You are manifesting your reality. So be kind to yourself. If you wouldn't say it to your mom or to your best friend or to your coworker, then don't say it to yourself. Again, acknowledge your accomplishments. I'm going to give you guys an example since I have not blessed you with my fabulous ability of analogies in this reading so far. So here we go. Have you ever been to a wrestling tournament? I have. If you haven't, YouTube it. There are all of these parents there, and I'm about to use the example of the wrestling dad. So if you're offended by that, get the fuck over it, or continue to listen and maybe you'll learn something. Those dads, they stand as close to the edge of the line that the schools have finally put up, because otherwise the dad would practically be out on the mat with the kid. And they are hovering, and they are almost like reaching over the line with their arms and their upper body. They are screaming all of these different commands. Now, if you are trying to focus on winning this match, and you have some other kid who is wearing what could otherwise be seen as a leotard, also known as a singlet, you have some guy's ball sack wrapped in spandex on your face, you probably don't need 15 other people screaming at you to do the half and the full Nelson, you know, get some takedown points, what the fuck ever else they decide to scream at you. Because all that says is, I don't trust that you know what you're doing, so I'm going to hover over you and I'm going to tell you what to do. And then I'm going to criticize everything that you do, even though you did exactly what I told you to do. And then let's say you lose. The kid loses this match, because obviously one of them has to, right? And when that happens, it's like the dad himself has lost this match. And because he lost this match, he lost $1 million, he lost his 13-year-old golden retriever, Bud, and he also found out that his radio stopped working in his car. I mean, it's like the end of the fucking world, and it shows so much disappointment rather than, hey, you put in your best effort. I'm proud of you. Your practice has been paying off because you knew what actions to take. You knew the next step to take. You came up with a game plan as you went. And if you can't adjust to your own surroundings on your own without somebody screaming at you, being so condescending and judgmental and critical, how can you flourish? Why do I bring this up? Because I think a lot of the times you play the part of the wrestler and you play the part of the wrestling dad. And you sit there and you do your best. You do exactly what you have been practicing. You have been paying attention. You've been putting forth the effort. You've been training. But then nothing is ever good enough for yourself. You sit there and you criticize. And you act like you let yourself down over and over and over. But if you could see yourself through the eyes of those who genuinely love you and not the asshole dad that's standing on the mat, you would see how proud your family is of you. You would see how many of your coworkers look up to you. You would see how much trust your management has in your abilities. Libra, you've been rocking it out. Yeah, you've had a rather rough go of things in the broom chicka broom department. But this month, the astrology is here to say you better do some cleaning up, spruce up that stuff, do some landscaping, because you're about to get some action. Love yourself so that others can love you as well, so that you can accept love from others. Acknowledge your accomplishments. Become your own best friend. Stop being an asshole to yourself. And remember that when somebody else is an asshole to you, well, A, they could potentially be learning by example since you're not very kind to yourself, and B, maybe they're just having a shitty day. Maybe they got a speeding ticket on the way to work. Maybe they stepped in dog shit as they were walking to their car. Maybe their kid was throwing up all night and they didn't get any sleep. We never know. And we don't have to know. All we have to realize is it's not our problem. We just needed to be their outlet. I hope you guys have a fabulous September. And I will see you beautiful bitches in October. Alright, much love.